Make sure I put my seatbelt on because I don't want to go to jail. They've been arresting people all weekend for no seatbelt. And we have documented that, so. What's up, everybody? I got my sunglasses on. I can't really see the screen. We just got done eating over here in Berlin. Several Nazis came in there and were mean mugging us while we were eating. I don't know. I had my GPS, but now that I'm right here somewhere. Go straight. Let's go down there first. We're going somewhere, but we're not. Y'all see when we get there. Bruce had a piece of plexiglass over his back window. Somebody ran into the back of him and fucked the back of his van up. He had a piece of plexiglass there, but he had to take it off because his key fob quit working. Lou, what's up, man? I can't see the screen very good, but I can see it enough to see you in there. Brandon Mitchell, tag. All right, I got to pay attention to the road. We're looking for one of the concentration camps that are over here. There's several of them. One of them's in Auschwitz, and one of them's over here. Hopefully, I don't know if asking questions is against the law over here. I don't know if they've outlawed that yet or not. We're not sure if talking is against the law over here yet or not. One thing is for sure, there's not near as many cops here today as there was yesterday. There's still pigs everywhere, but just not as many. That was one of the biggest pigs I ever seen in my life. Walked into that restaurant we were just eating in. I don't see how they walk around looking like that, man. One of the people in the restaurant was like, "Will you please pretend to arrest me and put me in handcuffs? Please, oh, please." And he did. He fucking put her in handcuffs. I couldn't believe it, man. There's Caldwell right there. Hey, Bruce. Caldwell's right there. Huh?
Caldwell's right there.
Yeah, I know. Where do we go to ask questions at?
That's kind of what I was wondering, is where the front entrance is at. I think it's actually not that way. So that was a long process. And they ended up just releasing me on my own cognizance after charging me with
Not in these parking places, right? You can see the lines go straight up and down. This guy is illegally parked, that's for damn sure. So we're being followed. This whole parking lot just filled up with pigs. Let's see if we get arrested. Chances are very high. This is the worst tyrants anywhere right here. Let me get my gimbal. There's two cops literally parked right behind me, y'all. One of them was already there and one of them just pulled in. They're probably trying to manufacture a crime. All right, I'm gonna get out. Looks like Bruce is already out. Oh, they're pulling off now. I wanted to ask him a question. Look, they're running. He sees me. He just took off running. Let's go see if Caldwell wants to just put us in handcuffs for existing and asking questions. According to my analytics, both of my phones are here. This is where they took me after they arrested me, and both of my phones are here. I tracked them here. So we're just here to try to figure out why my phones are here, how come they weren't put in my property, and how I can get them back. By all of them. That was the prisoner intake. There was somebody literally right there. I saw him.
Yeah.
Hello. How are you doing? I just have some questions. I was arrested Friday night for walking the wrong way. And they brought me here. And when I left the jail, can you hear me? Oh, when I left the jail, both of my phones were missing, and my analytics and my tracking that I have on those phones say that they're right here. Thank you. How's your day going? It's going great. Appreciate it. Hey.
It's possible that, so patrol was using this building too. It's possible that they have your phone still. They didn't turn them over to us yet.
What do you mean turn them over to you?
From what we heard that they were taken.
Taken, like seized? Isn't there some kind of documentation that would show me that they're seized and not lost?
Did you call them?
Who?
Did you call?
Call who?
Sheriff's office?
That's why I'm here. I didn't call anybody. I'm
It's
here.
all property. We just take it. It all gets documented over there.
Well, they told me that it's here. And look, I have tracking on it.
That was here, sir?
Well, when I got out of the jail, they weren't with my property, and they told me that you guys have it here. And then I tracked it with GPS because I have Apple products, and my Apple GPS and my tracking shows that they are at this facility right now.
All right, we'll see.
Both of my phones. Thank you. He tried to just give me a bullshit line and get rid of me.
Oh, yeah, it's I don't like the, when you call to get help with your cell phone and they just tell you to go to the store and then the store tells you to call customer service.
I just want my phones back, man.
Yeah. So guys, yeah, we're just running, you roll back up for Harvey and make sure everything stays good. We got.
And that's why the echo is so bad on this phone, y'all, because this is an old trash phone and I had it activated for emergency yesterday and the audio is terrible. So that's the reason why, because they have my good phones. And under federal law, 42 USC 2000 AA, what they did, taking my phones, is a federal crime. That code, or that federal law under 42 USC 2000 AA states that it is a federal crime to take anybody's equipment that is using that equipment to gather and disseminate news information, which is what I'm doing under the First Amendment. So right now, these people are violating federal law by having my phones.
And Caldwell's here, which makes him a senior officer.
And Caldwell's here. The guy who was beaten, maced and tased. Bruce is suing Caldwell right now, and he's just right over there. Yes, sir.
Yeah, your phones were seized as evidence.
Seized
You
as
can
evidence.
Contact our ID department on Monday.
What's that?
You can contact our ID department on Monday
Where's the ID department?
at the Galveston.
In Galveston?
Yes, sir.
The sheriff's department?
Yes, sir.
So is there any kind of paperwork or anything that would show that?
I don't have it, sir.
Okay, are you guys aware of United States Code 42, 2000? Says it's a federal law to seize somebody's phone. Sir, why are you walking off?
I didn't arrest you, sir.
But I'm saying it's federal law to take somebody's equipment that's used for news gathering and disseminating, and that's what those phones were for. So y'all violated federal law by taking my phone.
I didn't, sir.
Well, I'm just letting you know the department did.
Well,
All right, well,
Who's the most senior person in the sheriff's department on site?
there you have it. They seized,
Sir?
we got an admission. They seized my phone. He admitted a crime just now. So that's all I wanted to know. They admitted a crime.
Well, it probably wouldn't be such a bad idea to make them more aware of it. I don't know if you'd like to.
Well, he's just walked off, gave us the cold shoulder. But at least we got him to admit it. We know the phones are here because my GPS tracking says they're here. They just admitted to a federal crime.
Okay, so you want to take care of it Monday then?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's all. I came here, I got the information I needed to. We know what's going on. He admitted that they seized them, so it's not like they're lost. They know where the phones are at. They seized my phones unlawfully. So now we know. So they just admitted to a crime on the live stream. And this is here's where they're bringing in. This is where I had my spill the other night and hit the ground right here. And I was transported from right here in this very spot, inside this cage. I was transported to the UTMB where I served out the majority of my sentence. And there is Caldwell over there with the cowboy hat. He's being sued so many times right now that I've lost count. And he's number 3 in command of Galveston County. So. These guys are heroes, y'all. Steal 2 of your phones for walking on the side of the road. A serious crime in Galveston County, Texas. They want to make sure they secure the evidence of me walking on the side of the road. So they just admitted that they committed a federal crime on my camera. Now we know what's going on. Let's walk around a little bit. See if they this is all medical. No wonder the ambulances got to me so quick, because they're literally right there. When I fell out right there, they got to me quick, man. They did a really good job, man. I give them a thumbs up, man. They took good care of me, man. They got me to the hospital as quick as possible. They made sure I was good, made sure I was comfortable, medicated me to where I was comfortable, and it was probably, out of all the times I've ever been arrested and taken to jail, this one was the one where I suffered the least, I should say. What's up, man? How you doing? Oh, we got inmates over there. I see inmates over there and barbed wire. You want to walk over there? You want to get out of here?
Let's go walk around a little bit.
Just hold on, man. Before we do anything, are we walking the right way?
I don't know. How would the flow of traffic be? I think we need to be over here.
Am I supposed to put my left foot out before my right foot, Bruce, or is it the other way around?
Over here.
Should I walk backwards? John said that's the reason why he didn't get arrested the other night, is because he walked backwards.
You got a stinky leg when you cross a crack.
Look, I know how it is. You put your left foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your left foot in, and you shake it all about. That's how we're supposed to walk. We should have known better. Make sure we're walking right. Do you see any arrows of which way to walk? I can't believe we're voluntarily walking into a concentration camp. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm not in the road and I'm on the easement. There's no sidewalk provided. There is a telephone pole there. No sidewalk provided, so I don't think I'm breaking any walking laws tonight. These guys are heroes, man. They just deserve all the respect that they could possibly be given. What's up with that tent, man?
That's where the deputies live. They live in tents.
Oh. When they run out of bootlickers' homes to sleep in, they live in tents. Oh, please stay in my home. Arrest people for not wearing their seatbelt. Please, officer. Thank you. I feel so safe. I've seen enough, man. Well, there is a bunch of pigs over here. Okay. Bruce, you're walking in the middle of the road, man.
It's not technically a highway.
They're serious about their walking laws here in Galveston County. It's a severe crime. I went to jail for not walking right the other night. Yo, I'm sorry that the audio sucks so bad on this backup phone that I activate in an emergency situation, but these assholes stole my phone, broke federal law. I mean, they really stepped in a big pile of shit the other night. They didn't even realize it. Damn, now Caldwell's over there. Damn, he's over there now, Bruce. He was just over there, now he's over here. There's Caldwell. Yeah, he's over.
Like Maymay's kid.
He shape-shifted, man. How the hell did he get over there that fast? He got in the vehicle and came this way without us knowing it. They're having a pig huddle. They're trying to figure out how they can arrest us right now. Gotta get gas. Caldwell is really not liking this. Like Bruce is literally suing that guy right now. He's about to get another lawsuit coming any day now. mentioned it one time on my live stream, and the law firm. I'm friends with several lawyers, numerous lawyers, and I mentioned what the lawsuit was coming, and they contacted and said, "Look, Harvey, we know you didn't know, but we wanted to keep that under wraps." I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I won't mention it again." But any day now, this other lawsuit's fixing to drop on Caldwell, or the demand letter, either one. They might have already done it as of last week. They might have already done it. But that's what happens when you violate people's constitutional rights and you're a violent criminal and you cost the county hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawsuits. They will move you from the Galveston Police Department to the Galveston County Sheriff's Department and give you number 2 or number 3 position over the whole Sheriff's Department. That's how much they love their oath breakers, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as you are hired into public service, if you try to uphold your oath, you are ousted and pushed out. They only want oath breakers and people that piss on the Constitution. Those are the only ones that they make feel welcome. You're part of the family then, and you will get promoted and upgraded. You're part of the family. You know how they always say it's like a family. That's what they mean when they say that. If you come in here talking about, well, I want to make sure I don't violate anybody's rights. This person has a 4th Amendment right not to give their ID in an unconstitutional roadblock. They will push you out, or you'll accidentally catch some crossfire. You know, that's what they do. That's the takeover that is happening in this country. And all these bootlickers that are soaking up the propaganda and worshiping these clowns. They're sitting over here. Hey, thanks for the $10. Midwest Accountability. I can't read it. I'll read it when I get to my truck. So we're being closely monitored and watched right now, as you can see. Here's more of them over here. Let me make sure I step onto the grass. So when Caldwell saw us, he immediately went over there, called an emergency meeting, which we just documented. And now all these pigs are everywhere looking for a reason to arrest me and Bruce. So, trying to think how I can walk legally to my truck from here. There's Bruce. Is Bruce walking on the wrong side of the road? Are you walking on the wrong side of the road?
That's what he tried to tell me, then he had to correct himself.
Man, unbelievable. They told Bruce he's walking on the wrong side of the road. Man, you guys are a joke, man. So I'm gonna walk to the corner. I don't want to illegally cross this driveway. I'm sure they got some kind of bullshit ordinance about illegally crossing the driveway. So I'm gonna come over here and then I'm gonna go this way. You put your left foot in, you put your right foot out. You put your left foot in and you shake it all about. That's what it's all about. So if we were ghetto news, ghetto hood rat news, ghetto hood bear news network, we would be appreciated and they would probably be offering us bottles of water. But since we criticize them violating their oaths, they want to put us in a cage right now and steal our phones. Okay, we've done everything we wanted to do here. Let's get the hell off of this Berlin Island or peninsula. I'm ready to get the hell off of this shithole. Just wanted to check all my phones before I left.
Make sure I put my seatbelt on. Okay, do I have the seatbelt strap turned the right way? Let me look up the ordinance. I don't want it to be the wrong way. If the strap is turned the wrong way, that's considered not having your seatbelt on properly, and you will be arrested here in Galveston County, Germany. Bruce, wait till all those pigs go by. Don't pull out in front of them. Got 3 cops coming down the road right now. So we are now a target, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happens when you come and check on your phone and ask questions and record. Unless you're Bear Hood News. Put your blinker on, Bruce. So now we're going to try to go and get to the ferry, y'all, and get out of here. Hopefully we won't be abducted and kidnapped before we get off of this peninsula. I will be live until I get off of this peninsula, because if they're going to kidnap me and arrest me, it's going to be on the live. They're probably all laughing right now. He said it's against federal law to seize his phones. He's lucky I didn't break his camera for talking about us breaking federal law. That's the kind of mentality that they all have. If not, you're not accepted. So don't be on the wrong side of history, ladies and gentlemen, over a paycheck. So they gave us an excuse to go back to the sheriff's department Monday. And if they don't want to hand them over Monday, then we'll just let the lawyers handle it from there on out. It'll be out of my hands after that. We'll go up to the sheriff's department Monday. We'll make a big party out of it. We'll go live and have 400 people. You guys feel like calling, ask them why they would take a journalist's phones for walking on the side of the road, for recording where the police pushed me. Okay, we were never even on the side of the road until they pushed us there. After they let Bears Ghetto News record there all day long, they immediately kicked us out. I think I said that right. No, I said that wrong. It's Bear Hood's News. Bear Hood News. Something like that. My ears were bleeding from the propaganda, just screen recording all of her shit, man, for evidence purposes. If you viewpoint discrimination. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta say, man, Bruce has got balls, man. Like that guy Caldwell has severely beaten Bruce, pepper sprayed him, and maced him. So for Bruce to know that that man is right there and how dangerous that guy is, and Bruce knows how bad it triggers that man to be recorded, and us out there at his facility. He runs that facility. He is in charge of that facility. So that takes major fucking balls and bravery and guts for Bruce just to walk around out there recording like he just did after that man has done so much to him. So big shout out to Bruce for that. Somebody throw Bruce's link in the chat. Like, Caldwell has arrested Bruce at least twice that I know of. And one of the times Caldwell was parked at the end of Bruce's driveway on private property. Just to get to Bruce's driveway, you have to get on private property. So Bruce walked down to his driveway recording, and Caldwell immediately rolled down the window, pepper sprayed him, tased him in his own driveway, ladies and gentlemen, because Bruce was recording. Pepper sprayed him, tased him, got out, beat him with a flashlight. And then Bruce's phone was destroyed right there and never ever seen again. I got a cop following me. So I'm pulling over. If he's gonna follow me, he's gonna have to make it really obvious. So pepper sprayed Bruce, beat Bruce to death, destroyed his phone. Bruce's Google Analytics show that that phone never existed or never turned on ever again. And the tracking, everything about that phone stopped that night in Bruce's driveway after Caldwell beat the shit out of him and tased him and pepper sprayed him. That phone has never been seen again. The footage is gone. Caldwell wasn't wearing a body camera, and he's being sued right now over that incident. The lawsuit has already been filed. All right, let's turn around and get back on the highway. If I notice cops are following me, I pull over most of the time. These cops have the mentality that if they want to pull you over, they can follow you long enough and make up a reason. So, and what they're doing this weekend, if they make up a reason, they're arresting you. Oh, your brake light didn't work. You're under arrest. It's an arrestable offense. So, if you want to keep following me, you're going to have to, we're not going to make it that easy on you. Sucks because now we're not behind Bruce. But now the cop is behind Bruce. The one that was following me is now behind Bruce. Our business is done here, man. We're ready to get off this shithole. Yeah, then Caldwell arrested Bruce one time for literally standing on the sidewalk. That's another lawsuit that is pending right now. I forgot about that one. I did a video on that one just a couple of weeks ago where him and Texas Tyrant Slayer were both arrested. Texas Tyrant Slayer already got a $20,000 settlement. Good Citizen News already got a $20,000 settlement. Bruce is still pending because they offered Bruce 10 grand because Bruce has filed numerous lawsuits at one time. And Bruce used CJ Grisham. Nick, Good Citizen News used a different lawyer, so that's why Bruce's is not resolved yet. But Caldwell literally says, you can't be standing on the sidewalk, Bruce, and arrested him. You can't make this shit up, folks. The charges have already been dismissed. That lawsuit is also pending. I think Caldwell's middle name is lawsuit, liability. Well, when they had that senior skip day, they got photos of Caldwell aiming his gun at unarmed teenagers that were laying on the ground, complying with everything. He's aiming his fucking gun at them. This man has went in people's houses with no search warrant, unlawfully in their houses. We have video of this, shooting pepper balls at people and his officers underneath him, punching people in the face and macing people. And Caldwell signed off on all of them. Got an ambulance coming up pretty fast behind me. I'll wait till it gets a little bit closer and I'll pull over. Speed limit 60. Speed up a little bit. Try to get around this tow truck that's sitting up here. Get the hell out of the way, man. If your relative was in there needing to get to the hospital, you wouldn't want. You know, those are the real heroes. Those people in those ambulances, man. They took good care of me the other night, man. I honestly feel like my life was in danger, man. If I wouldn't have went to the hospital, dude, I have great intuition. Like, they were planning on doing something to me bad the other night. Caldwell was standing right there. They were doing, making hand signals and shit, eyeballing me, nodding at each other. The one deputy was all up in my personal space with his hand on his taser. Like, dude, like, what are you trying to do? You're trying to start something with me, man? I'm not resisting. I'm complying. I'm not being combative. They're all staring at me. If they would have got me inside there, man, they would have hurt me, man. There ain't no doubt about it. They would have created a scenario. Yeah. They would have walked up and bumped me and checked me. None of them had body cameras on. And then they would have beat the shit out of me and tased me and all kinds of other shit. And blamed it on me. Y'all know how they do. I sure as hell hope we can see Bruce. Hopefully the ferry hasn't left us yet. I definitely feel like I made the right decision. I didn't want that copper following me, man. They have live feeds. knowing they'll make some shit up. Damn, I don't see Bruce, man. Oh. Okay, he's up there. When we came across this morning, the line was miles down that road. So we killed enough time to where it ain't that bad now. I can't wait to get the hell off of this hellhole, man. These goddamn pigs have ruined this area, man. Me through. Do I need to stop? I'll stop. Nobody's looking in the back. You want one of those waters?
No, I got
Okay.
my gallon right there.
All right, man.
Okay.
See you later. I see Bruce. That light turned yellow and I was stopping, but he was waving at me to keep coming, so that's what happened there. All right, we are in line to get on the ferry. I see Bruce, he's about 10 cars ahead of us. I would get out and walk down there and talk to him, man, but I'm not sure what the walking laws are over here, y'all. Let's check the chat. Holy shit, 243 people. This is awesome. All I'm doing is driving and running my mouth. Tag, exposing the system, Claudette, Jackie, exit habit. Midwest Accountability, thanks for the $10 you sent earlier, man. I meant to read it and I frickin' forgot. Tag, Space Miner, Christy, K. Stevens, Ghost, Nita, Brandon, good to see you as always. Space Miner, Tennessee Accountability, what's up? Exposing the system, DW. All right, I'm starting to see the same names over and over again. Naughty. Okay. Looks like the ferry is leaving. don't understand the mindset of these, like all those people out there at these concentration camps. The ones that had this illegal checkpoint set up. I would be ashamed of myself if I was part of destroying the Constitution and ruining what America was built on. But none of these deputies or officers, it's quite the opposite. They are proud of themselves. They're a part of the takeover. Whatever it is that is controlling the takeover, and they might not even be a part of it. It's just the propaganda and the feeling of fitting in has them just, they're being played like puppets. That sense of wanting to fit in with a group is very dangerous, man. People will do shit that they normally don't want to do to go along with the group and keep the group happy. And that's what is going on in the police. If you go against the blue line and stand up for people's rights, there are consequences. They won't consider you a part of the family. It's the same thing as mafia, man. It's crazy, man, because most of the time, like, I feel lucky if I get pulled over on some bullshit and get a viral video. But shit, I don't even get a viral video out here, man. It's not worth it. Trust me. That stupid prosecutor from Fort Worth, oh, it's worth it to them to spend a few days in a county jail for a video. Like, dude, most of those videos don't even get 20,000 views. Even if it gets 100,000 views, that still is not worth it. It's not worth it. Not to get fucking arrested today. And that's what they're doing out here. If you get stopped for anything, they're arresting people. I mean, they arrested me for walking on the side of the road. So of course, if your tag light's out, you're going to jail. There were people in the jail all weekend. I documented it this morning. People were getting released from jail, and I was asking them what their charges were. No seatbelt. Left their driver's license at home. Driver's license was good. They had the number, but they didn't have the card. Arrested. Car towed. They were arresting people for driving the wrong way on the beach, not having a beach sticker on your car. Talked to people earlier on the live stream before this one. If you didn't have the correct Nazi symbolism sticker, we didn't even know that. We pulled out there on the beach and we immediately got off. This is no longer a free country, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if it truly ever was, but we definitely don't have near as many freedoms as we did. I don't know about y'all, but I think it would have been extremely awesome to grow up 100 or 200 years, even before they had cars. Think how awesome that would be. Everybody had horses. Nobody had these corporate jobs. Everybody worked on their own land, or made moonshine, or even in the wild, wild west days, man. Oh, oh. And a lot of you people think, oh, that'd be miserable. No air conditioner, no vehicles, no internet. But shit, back then, it wasn't miserable to them because they didn't know they were missing it. They built homes that naturally stayed cool. Like the way the homes are built now, if you don't have air conditioners in them, they get 120 degrees inside. They have homes in Mexico that are built that stay cooler. That attic space in these houses makes it real hot. But if you don't have air conditioner, you don't design a home with attic spaces, man. Like that. Got another ferry pulling in. I don't know if we'll end up on this one or not. I can't wait to see C.J. Grisham depose Joel Caldwell. I can't wait to see his squirmy little ass being deposed for hours. I would love to hear him explain why he thought it was necessary to roll his window down, pepper spray Bruce, tase him, then get out and beat the shit out of him for standing in his own driveway recording, and then destroyed his phone. Good luck explaining that one, Caldwell. Officer safety. What would you expect, man? I look over and I got a guy standing out there with a camera in his hand. I mean, it's an officer safety issue. We're scared. People are attacking us. I was scared. bet Bruce is tired. You don't get any rest in those jails, so he hasn't had any rest. He's been up all night. I bet he's really tired. I bet he can't wait to get home and take a shower and go to bed. I feel the same way, and I got a great night's rest last night. Today was kind of exhausting, man, draining. That's why the system has the control it does over people, man. I mean, me and Bruce choose to, and I make a living off of exposing bad cops, violating their oaths. So whenever they unlawfully arrest me, I monetize it. I monetize every step of the way. I document it and monetize it. So it's not really costing me anything. And then sometimes I might get lucky and win a lawsuit here and there or a settlement. But a normal citizen, I mean, it's got to be devastating for them. I mean, they go through all this bullshit and it's traumatizing. And they don't. Most of them don't have any proof of it. They can't even send it to a channel like mine because they're terrified to pull out their camera and record, or they're just not used to it. I don't know what it is about people that are scared to pull out their cameras and record cops, but a lot of people don't have the balls to do it. They know it triggers cops, and they don't want it. They just want to comply and be left alone, you know. So that's why all these people bow down. And that's where the control comes in. They just want to be in the middle of that herd of sheep and be protected by all the sheep around them. That's their mentality. I don't know if we're going to make it on this ferry, man, but another one's pulling up. This is bullshit because they're letting on cars that were way behind me. They're letting them on, I think. No, I think they have a system here. I think this row on the left was here first, so they go first. We're next. Okay. That makes sense. We're not going to make it on this ferry, it don't look like. I'd be surprised if we do. And I don't know how many cars that ferry holds. We might make it on there. We're definitely going to make it on the next one. Thank you, everybody, for joining me and hanging out. It's pretty mind-blowing to me that there's 181 people watching and we're just sitting here talking. It's just my mind is thinking out loud is all I'm doing. My opinions. It's just my opinions. Everybody's free to their own opinion. Hey, this line's moving. I don't know if we're going to make it on or not. I was hoping me and Bruce could get on the same one. I'm going to be truly amazed at all the cars this thing holds if we do. It's like Bruce is getting on, and there's about 6 cars in between me and him. There's 5 cars. Bruce made it on. Looks like they stopped it. They stopped the procession. We did not make it on this ferry. Bruce did, but we didn't. Ain't that a bitch? Oh well. It says right there, big sign, all cars. This facility is under MAR Section Level 1, which is some kind of martial law. All vehicles are subject to search. Random screening, no exceptions. What the fuck? Well, Bruce made it on the ferry and we didn't. There's already another ferry here though. But it's unloading cars. Man, I really want to be on that ferry and be off this fucking island, man. I really do. Fuck. They just let 2 state troopers on the ferry. And now the ferry's closed. If that cop wouldn't have got behind me, I would have been the last car on the ferry right behind Bruce. Okay, so now this ferry's being unloaded. So that's what's going to happen. They're going to put us on that ferry next. I'm guessing. Sorry about the echoing phone, y'all. They stole my phones from me the other night when they arrested me for walking. And this was just an emergency backup phone that I had activated. And it sounds terrible in the live stream, I know, but this is all I have, so we'll head to the sheriff's department tomorrow, see if they want to give me my phones back, and if not, I'll go buy a brand new iPhone 16. They charge it to the game, get an upgrade. Then when I do get my phones back, I'll make the other iPhone. Well, I'll have 2 iPhones and 1 Samsung Galaxy. Oh, here we go. The Robert H. Deadman Ferry. There goes Bruce. on that one. Yeah, that took balls for Bruce to stand up to his attacker like he just did. And I mean, you could tell Bruce was nervous. You wouldn't be human not to be nervous in that situation. I'm sure Bruce has nightmares about that night, man. That guy's a very violent, sick individual. And that's police culture. They think it's cool. They celebrate it. They want blood. They got the little rubber duckies and everything on the dashboard. We'll get out in a minute. You're not allowed to get out and walk around until the ferry's moving. I wonder, it'd be interesting, very interesting to find out. And this would be another great example of viewpoint discrimination. And I'm going to research this. Has anybody's phone ever in the history of America been seized for evidence for walking on the side of the road the wrong way or walking in the roadway, whatever the fuck they charged me with? I'm going to have to go home and look it up. I guarantee you I'm the first one ever that's had their phones and camera equipment seized for walking on the side of the roadway the wrong way. That'll be another great example of the viewpoint discrimination. Guarantee you that's never happened before. What do y'all think? Give me some feedback. Give me a 1 in the chat if you think that's happened before. Give me a 2 if you think I'm the first one ever. Chat stop. The chat stop. Froze. The chat froze. All right, I'm going to restart the stream. There we go. I fixed it, y'all. 2, 2, 2. Yep. All right, I fixed it, y'all. I accidentally turned the chat off for some reason. I don't know how that fucking shit happens. I got a Windows seat. Yep. Glad I didn't restart the stream. Yeah, I guarantee you, I'm the first person ever that's had their phone seized for walking on the side of the road. It's going to be another great point in our lawsuit, viewpoint discrimination. How many of you haven't seen the ocean in years? Give me a one in the chat. Gloria, what's up, Gloria? Tag, what's up? Well, y'all are gonna see it now. Where y'all at? You people that haven't seen the ocean in years, where are y'all at? Put it in the chat. I love it when people from all over the country and all over the world are watching and they tell me where they're watching from. I love it. That last city council meeting, man, North Carolina, West Virginia, Oklahoma, England, middle of England. Hell yeah. It's the Gulf of America. Missouri, Idaho, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Central Virginia, Idaho. I'm gonna tell you what, man. There's a lot of people that watch my channel from Australia. There we go. We got one from Denmark. Hell yeah. Ontario, Canada. Hell yeah. We got somebody from Boulevard, Kansas City, Hood County, Texas, USA, Pennsylvania. Y'all, that last city council meeting, somebody left a comment. They said, put where you're watching this from so we can show them how far these videos reach. And I pinned that comment, and there's like 100 answers there, man. Like people literally from all over the world watch my videos, man, and I love it. All right, we're moving. Woo, this boat's a little rocky. All right, I'm gonna get out. Let's get out. Oh shit, that girl's skirt is blowing up. Let me get that away. Oh, they got another. They should have had one more car here, but that's cool. Whoa, this ship is almost fell overboard. Los Angeles, hell yeah. I tell people all the time, if they don't like my channel or what I'm about, move to China, you know. They act like that I'm the un-American one. I'm doing exactly what our forefathers in the Constitution said to do. Exactly, word for word. It's a playbook. And the large majority of the population hates what I do and will rather lick the boots and worship the police. And that just goes to show you how successful the takeover of America has been. It wasn't even forced. People did it voluntarily, gave up our country. There's no stopping it now. We're just documenting it. And they hate the fact that we're documenting it. Here comes another ferry. There goes another ferry coming in, y'all. This one's yellow. We're not. I thought we were underway. We are still at the dock. Hey, thanks for the $2, y'all. Hit the like button, she says. I'm trying to figure out why my cab lights are on. We're still at the dock. This boat is... going backwards. We're definitely backing up. Hard to imagine hundreds of people surviving from that tiny little bitty lifeboat there. I don't even see a lifeboat on this one. Maybe it's on the other side. Okay, we're moving again, feels like. Definitely moving. There we go. I think we're leaving now. He started to pull out a minute ago, but then I think he backed in to let this guy come in first. That's what happened. Oh, we're cruising now. Let's go up to the front. Hat almost flew. It's windy as hell up here. My hat almost flew off. We're not gonna stay up here long. There's the dolphins again, y'all. See the dolphins right there. There's the dolphins right there. Right there is the dolphins. There they are. Right there. There they go. Right there next to the boat. They're over here now. Where'd they go? I don't see them anymore. Man, we're flying, man. Where'd the dolphins go? They're gone. It's a huge shipping canal. Look at those big, huge barges. Shipping, shipping containers. There's our lifeboat. The only one on the whole boat. If this ship sinks, I'm taking my chances with something that floats. I'm not gonna die fighting to get on a little tiny dinghy. More people are gonna die fighting to get on that. I'm grabbing something that floats and I'm taking my chances with that. Look, these guys put something under my tire, man. Why'd they do that? Oh, they did it to this one too. Okay, it's okay, it must be protocol then. I was freaking out for a minute. Why'd they do that shit to mine? Okay, they have it on all of them, y'all. Hey, thanks for the $10, Misty. Thank you. You're much better at protect and serve than any cop I've come across. Thank you, Misty, for that message of encouragement. So your car doesn't roll, yeah? There's the big Carnival cruise ship over there. goes down. Yes, it's free. It's part of the transportation. It's taxpayer funded and all that good shit. Thanks, Brandon. Free is good. Yeah, if you don't use this ferry, it's a 2-hour drive to drive back to Galveston. So it saves time and gas to jump on this ferry. America, where you can be given a ticket for feeding the homeless. True. Yeah, so instead of arresting people for actually committing crimes this weekend, they were arresting everybody who had a little bit of weed. Everybody who's trying to document the crime, they definitely got arrested. But if you're out there with a camera and spreading the propaganda, you were allowed to have free access to the concentration camps and the illegal checkpoints. So they can get on Facebook and say, we made 200 arrests this weekend. We were at the jail earlier. We documented almost everybody coming out of there was victimless crimes, no seat belt, tag light out, left my driver's license at home. I would never believe it if I wouldn't have seen it for myself, you guys. I'm actually, after what I've seen the last 2 days, I'm actually surprised that we didn't get arrested today for taking pictures of their facility. Oh. That's a good question, Misty. I don't know how many impounded vehicles. I haven't had any time to even think this weekend. I got arrested, got out of jail, went and got a phone. By the time I got back to the room last night, I was freaking in zombie mode. Slept like a baby, got up, went straight to the jail to get Bruce, got Bruce out, came straight back here to get his van, went to check on my phones, got some lunch. Now we're on the ferry going back to Galveston. I have not stopped. The only time that I stopped is when I was in custody. They took away they stole all my phones. broke federal law, not USC 42. USC 42 2000 AA. It's a federal crime to seize a member of the press's equipment that's being used for news gathering and news dissemination purposes. That's exactly what they did to me. And we got him to admit it just now. Got the guy to admit to a federal crime, y'all. But guess what? He's got qualified immunity for stupidity, so he'll never be held accountable for it, because that's what qualified immunity is for dumb cops that don't know laws and violate people's rights. Thanks for the $2. Joker, does it say Joker? Keep exposing the corruption, Harvey. Thank you, Joker. I will. It's not very hard, trust me. That's crazy, man. My arrest video live stream, it got 6,000 views. I really expected it would have got a lot more than that. But then Bruce's is already at like 15 or 16,000. It's because I was in jail for all that time and I never put a decent title or thumbnail on it. And I forgot to turn the monetization on before I went live, which means YouTube's not going to push the video as much because it doesn't have commercials in it. So by the time I got out of jail, turned the monetization on it, put a good title and a good thumbnail on it, it had already died. Bruce's had a good title, thumbnail, and monetized from the get-go, and it took off. That's the difference. First person in United States history to have their camera seized for walking on the side of the road. I guarantee you. They just really hate the Constitution. They hate freedom. They honestly think that it's because it's the law that they're doing right. The laws were written by real bad people, man, and they're enforced by stupid idiots. Well, I'm not the bad guy. I didn't make the law. I just enforce it. Hell, they give me $100,000 a year. I'll lock everybody up for not wearing a seatbelt. It's the law. All right, we're pulling into the dock. I don't know if we'll see Bruce again. I know if I was him, I would have drove straight the hell home once he got off this ferry. I'll be very surprised if we see him again. And I don't blame him. Go home and get some rest, man. Get you a good shower. Man's been through hell. I'm really surprised though, man, how quick Galveston County moves people, man, compared to other jails. It's still slow, like 12 hours is slow, but compared to other jails, they're the fastest I've ever seen. There's Bruce right there. Yeah, he's going home. I don't blame him. Bruce, what happened was I was behind you and then a cop got behind me and was following me. So I pulled over, man, because I'm not just going to let him keep following me and lie of an excuse to pull me over. So that's how me and you got separated. I had a cop behind me. So I pulled off down one of those side streets and turned around. But we'll see you later, Bruce. I mean, physically, you can hang out in the, I hope you stay and hang out in the chat. But yeah, when I pulled over, he got behind you. I knew he would. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to fucking throw you under the bus, man. I just didn't want him behind me. Good deal, man. The chat, man. I'm telling you what, man. Our chats take care of us, man. Y'all are soldiers, man. I'm surprised you were keeping up with the chat while you were driving. While you were listening to it. Oh, here, I got it. All right, we're moving. These people need to get the fuck in their cars and get out of the way. Up. Bruce, if you're still in the chat, man, that took balls to face Caldwell after what he did to you. Let's roll. Galveston Islands and my wife. Got one parked right here. He's just being a hero. Such a hero. We'll stay live in case we see something. We'll take a stroll down the beach. There's this one area near the pier where I always lose the live stream. Let's go see what Galveston Beach looks like. We're fitting to be there. We're already on the shore. There's water to the left of us and straight ahead. There's a big levee right next to me. Looks like a big levee over here. We didn't even get a chance to fly Bruce's drone yesterday. We were going to fly the drone over that fucking checkpoint yesterday. We didn't even get a chance to do that. Bruce had bought a drone. See if they would arrest us for doing that. I'm sure if we were Bears Ghetto News, that they would let her fly a drone. How's it gonna be? Here's the beach right here. It looks like I have some kind of law enforcement behind me. Unmarked, undercover. Looks like he's got lights in his dashboard. It might be something else, but. You know, now that yeah, that's not law enforcement. Never mind. Here we are back on Galveston Beach. There's a pretty good crowd of people over here. Oh, they're. Pretty good group of people over there at the beach. Like people on that peninsula, they opened up their homes to let pigs sleep in them, man. This weekend, they say over 100 people allowed pigs to sleep in their homes this weekend. It's unbelievable. Why the hell would anybody want a dirty pig in their home? Sleeping in their bed? That's what I was saying earlier, man. The people have allowed the police to get this bad, man. Through the propaganda and the bootlicking. $1 trillion worth of propaganda has worked on the herd of sheep that we call the American citizens. I've said this many times before, the propaganda that is pumped through the police departments is almost on the level of the propaganda that's pumped through the public schools. They are indoctrination camps as much as anything else. The police departments, if you think about it. I mean, think about it, y'all. All the cops say the same dumb shit. They think the same dumb way. They're all afraid of the same dumb things. They're all taught the same stupid shit. None of them know the oath that they swore. They're literally like, all of them are like robots, man. They're all the same. This is where I always lose the stream right through here, y'all. How many people do we have? I can't even fucking see. I'll know I lose the stream if it drops down to like 40. There's more people on Galveston Beach than there is on Crystal Beach. Bruce, you were right. The party was over here. All the pigs were over there. Everybody stayed here and partied. Look at this. There's way more people here. People are getting smart. Nobody wants to be around those fucking pigs. I'm not ever going back there, man. I promise you. You know, if they have that shit again next year, I doubt I'll even go and document the tyranny. People are not going to go back, man. Look at this. There's people everywhere here. Only the fucking idiots went to Crystal Beach. Why would anybody want to go there with all those police? Except for people like us that's what we do. We document the police being terrorists. And I mean, good Lord, did they provide for us this weekend. They proved every point that I've tried to make in the last several months. So we went over there to document them, but it's very obvious that the majority of the people stayed over here. Nobody wanted to go over there and be around all those fucking pigs arresting everybody. Look at this. There's people everywhere. I'm so glad to see this, man. This made my day. We're ending on a positive note. Look at this. This gives me faith in humanity. Nobody wants to be around all those cops. Nobody feels safe around those cops. That's why the beaches are packed right here. The streets were empty over there in Crystal Beach. There wasn't nothing but cops. We documented it yesterday. 2 years ago when we went through there, the traffic was like this on that Highway 87. Nobody wants to be freaking terrorized by cops. Even if you support the police, your natural reaction and your natural choices told you to come here because you didn't want to be around cops pulling you over and fucking harassing you. Funny how everybody that supports the police don't want to be pulled over by them. Well, if we get pulled over, we just cooperate and lick boots and everything normally works good. People are having fun over here, man, riding little go-karts. Looks like America again. Man, I'm glad I came to the beach. I needed to see this. There's people everywhere. Nobody wanted to go over there and be around all those pigs. I didn't even want to go over there. I went over there to work. Work we did. Is the stream still holding up? It normally goes out right here by this big pier. Look at this. People everywhere having a good time. There's no cops in sight. I love it. There's the pier that I'm talking about. It's got the Ferris wheels and shit on it. Every time I get near it, I lose my stream. See it? There it is. Maybe this phone will hold up better. I don't know. People everywhere over here, man. I love it. Nobody's safe going over there with all those cops over there, man. This is what Crystal Beach used to look like 2 years ago. People everywhere, you can't even find a parking spot, barely. Look at this. That's why there was no cops there today. The cops realized that, hey, nobody's coming here because of us. Hell yeah, man. This made my day. You'd have to be dumb to want to go to Crystal Beach. There's no difference between this beach and Crystal Beach. I see police lights. He's got his yellow lights on though, not his blue lights. What the hell is he doing? Oh, that's a paramedic. Well, parking enforcement. Even the people with Jeeps are down here. I just passed up a Jeep. Looks to me like the Galveston County Sheriff's Department got psyched out because everybody's here. Nobody is over there at Crystal Beach. There's way many more people right here on Galveston at the beach. Only the dumbasses went over there. Unless you record the police for a living. Chat still holding up? Looks like it is. Hey, Wingspan. Is the stream still holding up? Because normally when I go by that pier, yep, all right, cool. Normally when I go by there, I lose my stream. Okay, cool. Appreciate the feedback. It looks like America again over here, y'all. It's really refreshing to see everybody out enjoying themselves, not being harassed by fucking pigs. I'm telling you what, man, that Galveston County Sheriff's Department is getting super, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, they're out of line, man. Those guys are fucking terrorists, man. They don't even try to look like decent cops. At least in Galveston, whenever we show up with cameras, they always try to be the good cop, let everybody go, give everybody a break. Fuck, not Galveston County, man. We showed up and they increased their tyranny. Actually, they didn't. They just did what they do in every situation, which is be terrorists. Arresting people for seatbelts, tag lights. And I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record to you guys. People over here are enjoying themselves and not being harassed. I mean, there's people, you guys, we're all the way on 45th Street and there's still, the beaches are packed. There's people everywhere. Normally it's just real busy down there by that pier, but not today. There's people everywhere, man. People aren't stupid, man. They don't want to be around freaking pigs. Even if you support the police out in public. It's kind of like back in Germany, y'all. Like, even the people that hated the Nazis, they openly supported them, because if you didn't, you were retaliated against. The Nazis used to show up to people's door and say, we heard you were talking negatively about Hitler. And they'd be lucky their houses burned. Most of them were most of the people that openly support police just do it because they don't want to be retaliated against. They're trying to stay with the herd of sheep. They don't want to be singled out, you know? They feel like as long as they go with the crowd and cooperate with what everybody else is saying and agree, that they'll blend in, you know? They don't want to be the 1 to 3% of people that goes against the grain and thinks for themselves. Don't just swallow the propaganda hook, line, and sinker and go repeat it fucking everywhere. Think for yourself, man. That's one of the things that I really liked about James Freeman's channel. Before I even started my channel, I knew everything that I was hearing was bullshit and nothing made sense, man. And then when I started watching Freeman's channel, I was like, okay, this I agree with this guy, man. Like, everything's fucking bullshit, you know? And propaganda. Propaganda is everywhere, man. They spend trillions of dollars on propaganda. And then most people don't trust the government, especially after the whole pandemic thing, man. And like, nobody trusts the government anymore. But then these same people that don't trust the government, they're like got a blue line flag and support the police. Well, if that happened, you must have deserved it. You must have done something wrong. And it's like, look, don't you understand that the same government that fucking screwed you over is controlling these? Controlling the propaganda, putting the captains and the lieutenants, they're all selected. Look at this, man. There's people everywhere out here enjoying themselves. Really glad I saw this. We were at Crystal Beach this morning. You couldn't find anybody on that motherfucker, dude. Everybody evacuated that place. Me and Bruce were looking forward to driving down the beach. As soon as we hit the beach, we realized, oh, damn, we don't have the Nazi sticker. We're going the wrong way. We better get the hell off this beach. There was nobody on that beach. Everybody's here. People's actions are speaking louder than their words. Because if you go down to this beach and talk, oh, yes, I support the police. I support unlawful traffic stops and checkpoints. But where are they at? They're not over there where all the police are. They're over here where there ain't no police. Their actions are speaking louder than their words. They don't want to be labeled a sovereign citizen like me. That's just more propaganda. That whole sovereign citizen thing where they make fun of everybody, that's part of the blue line propaganda. If you know your rights or you speak about the Constitution, they label you a sovereign citizen. The beach is freaking packed as far down as it goes, man. I could freaking drive for 30 minutes and it would be like this the whole way. I'm not going to, but you know, and there's nothing wrong if, you know, like a big event like Topless Week, Cheap Weekend, whatever the hell they call it. You know, there's nothing wrong with there being a police presence there, especially with the shootings that happened down there the last couple of years. You know, have a large police presence there. If people start shooting and acting fucking stupid and breaking the laws, fucking take their asses to jail. I don't have no problem with that. But what they fucking did this weekend was bullshit, man. Straight terrorism, man. Domestic terrorists. And I think this right here, the fact that there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people out here on Sunday, they're all partying and having a good time. Over here where there's no police harassing everybody, I think this is a big middle finger to the whole fucking Galveston County Sheriff's Department and anybody that had anything to do with that terrorism that was going on Bolivar Island. Every one of these people are here that we just documented, all are over here where it's safe, where there's no police. We haven't seen one cop since we got to Galveston, y'all. Not one. And look at all these people. This is a big fuck you. We don't want you. We don't need you. Suck our dicks and our clits. I didn't even want to go this far, and I did. Couldn't turn around. I need to go this way, really. What do y'all think about that, chat? Does that make sense, y'all? Give me a 1 if that makes sense. Oh, yeah. Nobody wants to be around all those stinking pigs, man. They're an invasive species. It's the only animal where there's no hunting regulations. I mean, even the pigs won't even arrest you for shooting pigs out of season. Feral hogs. They're like, yeah, they're fucking pigs. They need to be shot. They're destroying everything. I just went down almost half of Galveston Beach, and we didn't see any pigs. We saw thousands of people, and everybody was having a good time. And if somebody committed a crime, there's nothing wrong, and they need help. I mean, if you're one of those people that like to call 911, if, you know, say somebody tries to break in your car or steal your purse down there. Okay, if people want to call 911, the cops will be there to help them. It's the way it should be. Stay your ass at the fucking police station until we call you and ask you for something. Just like the fire department. If the fire department drove around and looked for fires, they would fucking start fires. I'm telling you. So, if you haven't learned anything else, to the local people around here, if there's ever a big event like that, and the cops are saying they're going to be there, just fucking don't go there, man. Do what all these people did. They came to Galveston Beach. They had just as much fun. It's the same exact scenery, same water, same sand, same everything, except no pigs. I didn't see one person down there just now that didn't have a smile on their face and having a great time. The atmosphere over there on Crystal Beach where we just left was fear. It felt evil. It felt dark. People did not feel safe. The people that were dumb enough to go over there, they got the hell out of there pretty fucking quick. That beach was empty this morning. We saw one person on the beach and he told us we better get off the beach. Oh, you don't have your papers. You don't have your beach papers. You better get the hell out of here. Seen a lot of Jeeps over here on Galveston Beach. Even they were smart enough to leave Jeep weekend. It's the first pig I've seen since I've been down here. And they're inside the business shopping. I'm gonna get the hell out of here too, man. I've been working all weekend, man. We went to document the terrorism, and we did. We documented it. Well, wait, they made it real easy for us. I mean, we made our point real quick, twice. And everything that they did to us in retaliation, we monetized every second of it possible. And we're going to continue to monetize it. Because that's the same thing any other news organization does. There's always somebody here, either, I don't know if he's giving them away or selling them water, but they're always here doing this. I've got plenty of water, I'm sure.
Hey, are you selling those or giving them away? Who are you selling them for? You work for yourself? I'm just curious. Okay. I see you out here all the time though. I see somebody out here a lot selling water. I don't think I have any cash on me. The police stole all my money this weekend. See you later, buddy.
It was hard for him to hear what I was saying over the traffic, but he said he's selling them, he needs money. I guess it's that same guy. He's always there selling water, busting his ass out there. Good for him. He's out there. He has a product that everybody needs. Not that everybody wants. Everybody needs water. It's hot. He's right there. If you don't have a water in your car and you're parked right there, you might want to buy one, and he'll make a profit off of that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's called capitalism. And good for him. At least he's not fucking signing up for the police department because he's lazy and he has no other skills. He didn't go sell out to the police department and sign up to fucking terrorize his fellow citizens and steal their hard-earned money for $100 grand a year. No, he's out there sweating his ass off. He buys a bunch of cases of water, ices them down, brings his cooler out there. He sits out there all day and he makes an honest living the hard way. And if you don't want to buy one of his waters, you don't have to. It's that simple. But he's offering a service that people want, people need. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want the government services. I really don't. I don't need them. I don't want them. But a lot of people do. A lot of people call 911 over any little thing. And then with this whole
the whole see something, say something propaganda going on. They encourage everyone. They're trying to make it. Back in the day, in Nazi Germany, man, like your neighbors would snitch on you if you talked bad about Hitler. And there were so many snitches that, say if somebody talked bad about Hitler, the neighbors, they would think, okay, this is a setup. This is one of Hitler's people. They're testing me to see if I'm gonna fucking keep it a secret or if I'm gonna go tell on them. So they'd be scared for their lives that it was a setup. So they would go and tell on their neighbors for talking bad about Hitler. So it's the same thing with what's going on in law enforcement. They're encouraging people to call the police on everybody. Give us an excuse to show up and send our uneducated officers that don't know anything about the Constitution. We've trained them really well how to violate people's rights and how to be scared of everybody that reaches in their pockets, and teach them that everybody could be having a gun and guns are bad. Yes, call the cops on your neighbors if you see them walking down the wrong side of the street. Let us send 4 or 5 of our thugs over there. We encourage that. You will not be in trouble for making a false police report. We will go and arrest anybody that you lie on. That's what's so scary about today, man. People can just make up lies on you and the cops will come arrest you. The Civil Rights Channel made a video the other day. A guy in a wheelchair, I'm sure everybody saw it. This crazy woman told the cops that this man kicked in her door and beat the shit out of her. They went to the man's house that she ratted on, and the guy was in a wheelchair. He was fucking paralyzed. And these cops still arrested him. Pulled him out of his wheelchair, knocked him onto the floor. I know y'all saw that video, man. It was at 2 million views when I watched it the other day. That guy, the Civil Rights Channel, man, he's doing amazing work, man. That's really the only thing these cops fear is the bad publicity, public outrage. Go relax for the first time in 3 days.
other than the sleep I got last night in the hotel room. Check my email, check my Facebook. I can't even get on Facebook on this phone, man, because I went to. It said it was going to send a code to my other phone that I don't have anymore. So I have to go home and get on Facebook, check my email. This phone right here is a piece of shit, man. I'll have something different by tomorrow if they don't give me my damn phones back. I will not continue using this piece of shit. I just activated it for an emergency. I have 2 other phones I could have got activated, but I don't know why I picked this one. Fucking audio is horrible. It sounds like I'm talking through a kazoo. It got us through an emergency situation, though, y'all, so that's all that mattered. Is the stream still holding up? Looks like it's still holding up. Y'all, if y'all are y'all are having conversations, y'all should start wrapping them up and start telling everybody we'll talk to you later and saying your goodbyes, because I'm probably about 5 minutes away from ending this stream. It's been a long day. It's been a long weekend. If I missed anybody that donated or bought memberships while I was driving, I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all having my back. There's normally a lot of cops that hang out right here by this store, Lamarck and Texas City. This is the barrier right here, the corner where Lamarck and Texas City meet. I didn't see any there. Oh, Maury, appreciate you, man. Thank you, Brandon, for putting that in the chat because I damn sure didn't see it. Thank you, Wingspan. I'm not going to lick Maury's boots as much as I used to because he says he doesn't like it. He just wants to support the channel. So I will say that thank you one time. And just, I really appreciate it, though. Yeah, man, it was so bad on Crystal Beach. Like, walking the wrong way. I mean, fuck, I don't want to get arrested again. When I first started this live stream, I went down to that concentration camp to just ask about my phones. I just wanted them to acknowledge that they had them and they weren't missing. And that's what they did. But as soon as they realized we were there, Caldwell had a powwow with all of his guys. 3 or 4 patrol cars pulled in there. They were all powwowing. They were already plotting on us, looking for a reason. They told Bruce he was walking down the wrong way of the road when he wasn't. Y'all be honest, man. If you've never heard of that walking on the wrong side of the road before, put a 1 in the comment if you never knew that was a law. Hey, here's the problem, man. They have so many laws against everything now that they can almost everything is illegal now. I think the damn chat froze again. Let's see something here. It did freeze. All right. I can't look at it right now. Yeah, it's worse than North Korea. I mean, if they want to arrest you, they're going to find a way to arrest you. That's the bottom line. If it wouldn't have been walking the wrong way on the road, it would have been disorderly conduct. I'm actually glad that they didn't try to do disorderly conduct. I'm sure they could have found a bootlicker complaining. If they make up their mind they're going to be tyrants and they want to arrest you, it doesn't matter if you're doing anything wrong or not. They're going to be tyrants and arrest you. Y'all all know that. These fucking idiots that repeat this propaganda. Well, if you're not doing anything wrong, if you're not doing anything illegal, you shouldn't have to worry about the cops. Bullshit. That's bullshit. You so much have to worry about them. I don't break the law. Look what happened to me. What happened to Bruce? They fucking stole my phones. You absolutely do have to worry about them. Look at that cop, Zachary Wester from Florida, that planted those drugs on all those fucking people. There's cops like that everywhere. There's more. That's just the only name I'm thinking of. I mean, look at Caldwell. He fucking maced Bruce, tased him, beat the shit out of him, and destroyed his phone in his own driveway. On private property. He wasn't committing a crime. You absolutely need to worry about them. Law-abiding citizens. That's why all those law-abiding citizens were at Galveston Beach today. Thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And there were no law-abiding citizens on Crystal Beach today because we're all fucking worried about the police and we don't break the laws. We just want to be left alone and have a good time and don't want pig lice all over us. All right, y'all, I'm going to end it right there. Appreciate y'all hanging out. It was fun. I'm fixing to go relax. First time all weekend. sit down and take a deep breath. Love all of y'all.